Just 4 games last year, the Toledo Rockets men's basketball team is expected to be much improved this season. Last night they beat South Carolina upstate at a tourney in Texas to break a 48-game road losing streak, and as you saw earlier in the show, they won again today, beat Texas Pan American 64-54. Before the team left, head coach Tod Kowalczyk stopped by to talk Toledo hoops as we go one-on-one. Talk about your expectations now. First, you only won 4 games, but again, that was something that completely was out of your control.
Well, I thought last year, myself, our players, the media, the fans, we all talked too much about next year. And I can tell you this, we're awfully excited that the future of Rocket basketball is finally here. And, I like this team. We have a chance and an opportunity to, to play hard, play together, and I think have a chance to win some games. Hopefully a lot of games, but this is a fun team to coach. I think it'll be a fun team to watch.
This is a team that's completely new. You got a transfer kid from Iowa State, a couple kids you brought over from Green Bay, another guy from New Mexico, and Dennis is going to play in January. Talk about this team and the new kids that we're going to see. Ryan Pearson is somebody everybody's talking about.
Well, there's 4 guys that set out last year's transfers, and they may be new to our fans and to the media, but they're not new to Toledo basketball. They've been through the system. And actually 2 of them came with me from Green Bay, so they're 3-year veterans in our program, in our system. So, even though they're new, by stature, they have a pretty good grasp of what we're trying to do. Ryan Pearson is a very, very talented wing player. Matt Smith came with us from Green Bay as well. He's a post guy that's very skilled. And then we got 2 really good scorers and shooters, and that's Dominic Buckley from Iowa State and Curtis Dennis from New Mexico. So those 4 are going to see significant playing time right away.
Honestly, did you know what you're getting into when you took this job? Be honest with me.
Well, no, yes and no. I can tell you this. It's a better job than I anticipated it'd be. It really is. We got great resources. We got a great fan base. Our administration, led by Dr. Jacobs and Mike O'Brien, are fantastic. And we have a lot of things to sell. We got a tremendous school with some great academics, and our facilities, in my opinion, are second to none in the MAC. So there's a lot of things that are very, very positive. So did we know exactly to the extent of the problems? No, we didn't. But I can tell you this: we haven't regretted it for 1 second of one day.
What are some of the biggest challenges you face here in 2011, 2012?
Well, the biggest challenge is getting our mindset to come together. We got a talented team, but we only have 9 guys. But I said earlier, Joe, I like this team. Now it's time for us to come together, to learn together, and we need to deal with adversity together and success together and failures together. And, I think the quicker we can do that, the quicker we can bond, the more success we'll have earlier.
The media poll is out. You guys were picked 4th, I believe, in the MAC West. Is that fair?
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, to be honest, it's probably higher than most people thought we'd be picked because of the recent history of the program over the last few years. But I think that's a sign of respect. People, I think, in our league know we had 4 good guys sitting out. They know that we're going to, turn the corner. I'd like to think personally, that we'll be a lot higher than 4 at the end of the season.
What do you expect from this team? I mean, obviously you want to win the MAC, I guess. That's the goal every year. But realistically, do you set realistic goals, or do you just kind of say, okay, guys, we're going to take this. It's going to be a process, but we're going to eventually get here?
Well, I think that the realistic goal for this program is to compete in the upper echelon of this league. If you can do that, you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you can do that, you give yourself to win a conference tournament. And that's going to be our goal. Like Green Bay, we were top 3 for 7 straight years. I want us to be in the top 3 or 4 every single year. And we certainly have some work to do before that happens, but, I like our chances for the future.
How does this league relate to Green Bay?
Well, the Horizon League is right now, perceived to be better. It's ranked higher. And I guess I'm the only expert out there because I've been in both leagues.
Right.
And I'm not just saying this to be a MAC guy. I clearly believe this league is better and quite a bit better, excluding the Butler factor. You got a Butler, it just elevates their league stature, but I think this league is better. It's got a lot more potential. It's a very well-coached league. But the biggest difference that I see, it's unbelievably physical, and the referees let a lot of things go, and that's just how it is. It's a very physical league. We need to get a lot more physical in how we play.
Defensive-oriented, or are you going to run up and down the floor?
Oh, we're always going to be defensive-oriented. I mean, that goes without saying within our program. We want to defend, we want to rebound. But I also like to coach offense and score points. I like to push the ball in transition and let our guys play with free minds and give our players confidence. But we're going to run a lot in transition. Hopefully, what I like about this team is its versatility, And we got a lot of guys that can score from a variety of different positions, so I think that'll be our strength of ours.
This might be a strange question, but what has the women's success meant to the men's program?
Oh, a great deal. I mean, I think it first of all, it gave us, inspiration. It gave us, hey, listen, we want to emulate what they did. I got a great relationship with Tricia Cullup and their staff, and got nothing but respect for them, and wish them nothing but success. They deserve the type of recognition that they had for last year's team and the successes they had. But what it proved to us is this is a tremendous basketball community. That when we start putting out a good product and winning some games, people in Toledo are dying for us to be successful, and they'll come out and support us, and they proved it with the women.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming in, and best of luck this year.
Thanks, Joe.